Joining us now to discuss the crypto markets is Jason Lau. He's Chief Operating Officer at crypto exchange Okcoin. Welcome back, Jason.
Hi everyone.
Hi, good to see you. We're seeing Bitcoin right now stopping just below the $23,000 resistance level. Do you think it breaks above it? Where do you think we go from here?
Look, we've had a good January so far. We've bounced quite a bit from our lows of the end of 2022, and we've sort of hit a little pause here. What we've seen here at Okcoin over the last few months is that institutions pulled back a little bit after the FTX collapse, and now they're coming back, especially with this recent price activity. And so I think the market is still digesting sort of this recent rise. I think we're kind of going to be stuck here for a little bit, especially with sort of talk about SEC regulation, as well as sort of this counteracted by sort of this global economic headwinds lifting slightly. So we'll see. I think we'll be hanging out around here for a little bit.
So one weird thing that's been happening right now, we call it weird, is this activity, this growing activity in Bitcoin. It seems to be surrounding the Ordinals protocol regarding NFTs, basically having these NFTs reside in the Bitcoin blockchain itself. And we're seeing block sizes not seen since May 2021. Do you think that this is a significant reason for at least this move up to these levels here? Or in other words, is this just sort of like a flash in the pan, interesting stuff going on with the NFTs, but ultimately, once that's taken out, the interest in Bitcoin might not be as high as we might be thinking?
Yeah, I think Bitcoin NFTs, Ordinals, this is a very exciting, very fun project that just sort of sprung up over the past week or so. I don't think it really has much to do with the recent price action. That's driven really by sort of these larger macro sentiment effects. But the activity itself on the Bitcoin network is very interesting. It's good to see that there's new experimentation, there's new activity. Like you said, Bitcoin transactions are now almost at 2-year highs. But if you look beyond Bitcoin and you look at sort of just the developer and on-chain activity on other chains, that's held up pretty well over this sort of winter, crypto winter also. If you look at Ethereum, the past few months, active wallet addresses have hovered around the same levels. There hasn't been really a large pullback. And then looking just slightly ahead on Ethereum in particular, there's a Shanghai upgrade coming up that, hopefully in the next few weeks. And that's very exciting, again, for sort of showcasing on-chain underlying developer activity. And so we've seen sort of this disconnect between what's happening beneath the price action with what market prices are telling us. Yeah.
On the same time, there are rumors apparently that the SEC will prevent retail investors from being able to use staking services, and I wonder what kind of impact that may have on usage. Separately, Bitcoin exchange LocalBitcoins, they're set to close this month in response to the ongoing very cold crypto winter, and that has to do with peer-to-peer exchanges. So very much on the retail level, these areas of access, these areas of interaction could, be reduced. How might that impact the markets?
I mean, whenever consumers and retail users end up with less choice, I think that's always a negative. As it relates to staking, I mean, these are still rumors. I would love to see the SEC put out clear guidance on what they think about staking. We haven't seen that quite yet. And as for LocalBitcoins, yes, it is sad. I mean, they've been in the market for as long as I can remember, I think over 10 years. And they really facilitated the early peer-to-peer exchange, cross-border exchange for users around the world. So it is very sad. I believe that one reason why they might have had to shut down is that peer-to-peer exchange services are actually offered across many different centralized exchanges today also. I'm pretty sure that Binance has a feature on their site that offers that. OKX also has a peer-to-peer section. So maybe some of that functionality has been spread out across different platforms now.
Yeah, it's a really worth looking into. I don't know what happened with LocalBitcoins, but it's interesting to find out. Just Jason, quickly, aside from Bitcoin, Ethereum, any other interesting movements you're seeing in tokens on the exchange that people might not be aware of?
Yeah, and so on our platform, Okcoin, what we've seen over the past few months is actually a lot of activity around stable coins. Institutions have been coming in to go between dollars and Tether, dollars and USDC at increasing levels. And I suspect from our conversations as well is part of this retrenchment in appetite towards just sort of pulling back a little bit in sort of investing appetite. And so users are really using stablecoins as the means to really get initial access into the ecosystem, but also to park assets in case, keep that powder ready when they're ready to deploy more broadly.
Interesting. Jason, thank you so much for joining us. That was Okcoin Chief Operating Officer Jason Lau.